everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a bit of a deep dive into Recollections varying. Last night, Tom Bradby's interview on ITV in the UK with himself, Harry Markle, Ed. And Harry seemed to do a lot of reversing around the allegations that were made in discussions in the Oprah interview, specifically around a member of the royal family being racist. And he said, no, they weren't racist. They've got unconscious bias. Which is it? Which is it? So they let the press run with it. Gayle King reported on it. There was lots of discussions in the media over there. And they stayed silent. So I want to know really why they're walking that back. And yeah, so we're going to have a look into that, because a lot of the supporters have really used this to try and get at the royal family and call it a racist institution. So I just wanted to look at why they feel like they can walk back that statement. And yeah, so we'll have a look at that, because it doesn't seem like they can kind of keep the story straight. We'll see what the energy is around that. But before I begin, we've got loads of new subscribers overnight. Thank you very much for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you here. To everyone who's been here for a while, I do appreciate you guys' support. Thank you for being here. And the emotional support coven are amazing. You guys rock. Thank you so much for all your support and encouragement. So let's have a look into the Recollections varying. Are they playing a game? What's going on here? Let's see what the cards have to say. Queen of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands in reverse. Wands is Meghan. Queen of Wands is Meghan. She's a Leo. She would come out as a fire sign. She would come out as a female Queen of Wands in reverse. And she was annoyed. It's instantly, this is something to do with Meghan. It's Meghan's engineering around that. There's very much a kind of movement with it being in the negative aspect. Something negative has happened that makes them want to kind of walk that back. Maybe it's trying to show what kind of power they have by the words they use. Maybe it's kind of like, look, we can put the pressure on and take the pressure off and put the pressure on again. Maybe it's something like that, because it's the starting point, but it's definitely an issue for her. And with the Five of Wands crossing over, there's a lot of friction there. A lot of friction. And this is, I feel like, something she wants to take and create. This can be very much the fact that they are moving things around, getting people to argue online, getting people to discuss it again. Well, here we are, getting people to go at it online. And this is something that is, depending on the other cards I draw, it's either what she wants or it's something that's creating it and it's dragging her into the public eye. The King of Swords in reverse. Again, strategy with these guys. The King of Swords, what's known about it? I would say, I don't know much about Tom Bradby. I don't know even less about Anderson Cooper. But when they've done these interviews, the interviews hasn't really been interviews. It looks like it was set questions, because they kind of skirted around similar things with both interviews. I haven't seen all of the Anderson Cooper one, but I've seen the outtakes. I couldn't take another one, to be honest. But with the Five of Wands crossing over, this is, to me, it shows that somebody's purposely causing friction as part of a strategy. And with the King of Swords above, it is, yeah, it's getting it out there, getting it noticed. This isn't done with the best of intention. Oh no, this is a weaponization of something. It's basically saying, I can put the pressure on, I can take the pressure off, I can put the pressure on and can take the pressure off. This is how it looks, but what's underneath it? The Five of Swords. So we've got the King of Swords in reverse and the Five of Swords underneath. Yeah, this is a pressure tactic, guys. This is them saying to the royal family, this is what we can do. This is the power we have. We can make you out to be racist. We can make you out to not be racist. We can manipulate the situation and take what we want from it. And at any time we can put that pressure on and take it off, because we have got this. This is a strategy. Never mind, eh? And here we have the Nine of Wands in reverse there. So you see the swords and wands coming through. So this is all about power. This is all about strategy. This is all about positioning yourself to kind of work and make something of it. Nowhere here is there being any wounding. So I would suggest, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, that things have been taken way out of context and used in a way that twists a narrative and creates a situation. They're playing a very dodgy game though. With the Nine of Wands there in reverse, there's a certain amount of boundaries that they've over pushed themselves. They're kind of like, oh, look at us, we are under attack, when actually they're the ones who are breaking over other people's boundaries with their forceful kind of the way they want things to be. There we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's not going to work too well. They've kind of got this energy, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse comes out quite a lot, where they don't want to get engaged and do the hands-on work. It's almost like they are blessing us and giving us their undivided attention. The fact that they merely exist should be enough for us. They don't appreciate they don't want to do a lot of work. They don't like things where everything has to be about control. So if they go and do something, they have to have guarantees that how things are going to be, and they spend much of their time managing how they interact with other people. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, that they don't actually want to do any work because they're so caught up in the drama that is being them and the strategy and the games they're playing. And the Eight of Pentacles allegedly in reverse, they are not going to want, things aren't going to work, the strategy isn't going to work, they don't want to do the work either. What they want in presenting, 10 of Cups, okay, but it's the Seven of Swords surrounding it. We heard in the interviews that he's so happy. He's amazingly happy. We've got this veneer of happiness. The Ten of Cups is a happy family card. Don't get me wrong. It's a completion. Look what I've got. Look how well I'm doing. But what's surrounding it is taking things that are not for you. Moving those mental gymnastics, tying people up, laying traps for people. The Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups, and then the Seven of Swords. The happy family, he might believe it, Harold might believe it, but they want us to believe that they have a happy family. He looked, to be honest, from the interview, he looked like he was passive aggressive. He was thin-skinned, he snappy, he thought he was being, I mean, he was a nightmare, to be honest, but Seven of Swords around it shows that there is some sneakery, the sneaky card. Let's see what they're wanting to do from this is foundations, happy marriage, happy union, show everybody that they are well-to-do, show that everybody that they are together and happily ever after. And then what's above it? Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So we're going to get some stuff about Archie. When all else fails, crack out the kids. I really feel like this isn't going to work, so they're going to bring Archie more into this situation as part of this whole strategy. But with regards, this Recollections may vary. I don't know if anything happened, to be honest. It seems like an offhand comment or something, and it's been blown out of all proportion. Now, they're telling us one thing and saying this is what happened, but how do we know? It's the same as it's the same argument you'd hear back from the royal family. But the thing is what gets me, these cards come out specifically around this situation with the way that the Sussexes are presenting it. And to me, it's not real. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. To me, it's a lie and is part of a strategy. Now, how this is going to pan out, I feel like they're going to they're going to use this, the King of Swords, to strategize. They're not wanting to do any work. What they want is happy families, wealth, money, and all that kind of stuff, and to look it's the look of it, to be honest, because with the Ten of Clubs, with where it is, that's what they want us to think. But it's surrounded by the Seven of Swords. There's no other cups in the spread. We have got the Four of Wands, and this is what they want us to think, that they're this wholesome kind of, but those cards say otherwise to me. So yeah, so let's have a look and see how Harry thought, what Harry wants to achieve from these interviews. Well, let's have a look and see what Harry wants to achieve around walking that back. Just to double check. There we have straight in starting point, King of Discs in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse was the starting point. He is Discs. He is the he's a Virgo. He comes through as, he would be the King of Discs because that's an earth sign, and earth sign's Virgo. So yeah, interesting that they're both in reversal at the starting point, guys. This is what's crossing him, is the Lovers in reverse. This is very much part of a strategy. With the Lovers in reverse there, it shows that there is a difficulty within the union, within his relationships, probably his most intimate relationships. We know it's his family, but depending on what the other cards are, and because it's a starting point, interesting. So there's some movement there. So we've got the Six of Swords above, which shows that there can be some movement, something happening, something going backwards and forwards quite quickly. Having to move on a journey. And that could be the whole thing with everything that's happened, like Megxit. But this, picked this up before, and this might be something that they are having to move on and leave and get further away. Temperance in reverse, out of balance. Ungracious. Doesn't learn, doesn't absorb things. This is taking everything in bad faith. Everything in bad faith. I really think he's trying to readdress Megxit and everything that happened as as bad. I feel like with the King of Discs in reverse there, it's showing him in a bad position, and he's got the Lovers crossing. Ace of Wands. He really thought that he was going to do something more creative and coming in hot-headed with all of this, showing off, saying, look what I can do, look everything I can do around this situation with regarding the interviews. And it has fallen flat. And what's happened with the King of Discs in reverse, I do feel like it's a strategy to take it on and off the heat, but there's something in the script that he was meant to be saying that hasn't come across very well. And I think that could be like the whole racism thing, and saying it wasn't racism, it was unconscious bias. I feel like he's having to do some of the stuff he's saying. I mean, I think he's as arms deep in it as Meghan, but I feel like he has extra pressure put on him. I don't think. King of Cups, what's coming up? Here we go. William. Prince William is going to look better. For some reason, to do with all of these interviews, he is going to come out looking better. I know it mightn't feel it right at this moment in time, but he is going to come out looking better. Because I feel like these are just kind of, with the pressure tactic that they're trying to do, it's not going to work. Because at the end of the day, they come out with the Eight of Pentacles here, and that's when they look ungracious. They don't look like they want to work. Everybody can see that there's a veneer, and the Seven of Swords around it. You know, it's a very, very convoluted time. See? Do you see what I mean? So what they wanted us to believe is not what's going on. The Ten of Cups in the same thing. Unhappy families. He wants us to believe that the whole interview was engineered for them to look like happy families. This is because we're looking into Harry's energy now. So, and there's the Seven of Discs. Impatience. Unnatural growth. Stagnation of growth. Not wanting to wait for something. He mentioned about Camilla playing the long game. Well, I do kind of feel like he's trying to do that, and both of them are trying to do this with this pressure tactic, saying we can use the media. Because I really think he's kind of paranoid. He wants to do damage to the monarchy. It's the Hierophant in reverse. He wants the burning away and destruction of the monarchy. But let's have a look. Four of Wands. We are going to hear a lot about, they are going to try a PR thing. Again, we are going to hear some stuff regarding the Four of Wands, and because Archie's in that page of discs there. I really feel like we're going to hear some things about how wonderful that home life is, and we're going to have a little focus on kind of Archie coming up for some reason. However, with regards this is actually for William, because he's Cancer and he'd come through as cups. For William, is going to look more positive out of this, where Harry and Meghan have convoluted themselves and not been honest. Both of them came through in this reading in reversals. They are being disruptive. This energy isn't good, and this is a strategy to try and pressure tactic and let the royal family know that they have power in their words, and basically they're weaponizing stuff against the royal family. Now, the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups upright kind of validates what I was saying about the veneer, because when Harry's cards and the overall energy, I said it was a veneer, and it comes out and it shows that it is a veneer. I feel like he's wanting some respite and some stuff and a bit of image rehabilitation. However, I think we're going to get, the only way we're going to get that is if they bring the kids out. I think they'd have to put the kids front and centre, if you know what I mean. So look out for that. He's definitely wanting to get what he wants out of the royal family. And he doesn't care if he burns it down to the ground, because in his mind, why can't I have it? It's my birthright, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. But William's going to come out looking better in the not too distant future. So keep an eye out for some good news about William. It's going to annoy them. They are going to look something to do with putting the work in, something to do with working hard. They get called out for something. They're going to get called out, and quite bigly for it as well. Quite bigly. So yeah, there we go. What do you think of the cards? Is there anything you would like to add? Anything you'd like to take away? Let me know down in the comments. If there's any readings you would like me to do, leave them in the comments as well. Thank you all very much for being here. I do appreciate you guys' time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.